so St. John will get a chance for a set. That bump set is close. The joust at the net, and once again, it's won by Mear and Wurts as Eric Wurts gets up there high. This is one team that loves... Well, here we go. Take a look at Randy again.
Eric, one of the better blockers for his size. Another tight set. 3 tight sets in a row. Wurts ends up winning that battle at the net.
This is one team that will serve St. John Smith the majority of the time. They don't want to go at Randy and see his big pound. They think they can work St. John. But that time, St. John gets the best of them.
What they try and do, I think, being a little bit smaller team, they match up a little better against St. John serving him.
And confidence-wise, they say that they match up well. They feel like they can beat Smith and Stoklos. In fact, they beat them earlier in the tournament, 15-13.
Tough match. Wurts and Mear came out on top of that one.
But talking to Randy earlier, he was very frustrated at losing that one. Thought that Miss Stoklos should have come out on top, but they gave it away. That time a service error by Randy. And Eric Wurts will serve it up. Blocked by Mear, who's been blocking well this weekend, but it goes out after the big pound by Randy Stoklos.
There's a set by St. John. Randy's just going to unleash on this one. He just lets it unload off of Larry Mear way out of bounds.
St. John serving at 0-3. Right in the middle, St. John's got another dig. He's piling them up. Mear back at it, but out. So Randy was there, but it's out. So it's side out, and Larry Mear will serve. Some good action early. And St. John seems as though he's on the top of his game defensively in the back.
Playing very well defensively at the start of this game. They got to get going, though. They got to score some points. Randy already 2 unforced service errors here. I guess you can't force a service error, but 2 service errors.
That one is out of bounds by St. John Smith as it flies long off the hit by St. John Smith, and it is 4-0. Mear and Wurts. They are rested and they are confident.
That time Randy set him off the net a little bit. We've been seeing a couple tight sets here. He set him back. He was unable to put that ball away.
This is playing right into the hands of Mear and Wurts because they want to serve St. John Smith, and with Randy not setting well, it's been working for them. But that time, St. John Smith, yes, folks, yes, America, he can block. And that time, they get the side out.
Wurts makes an unbelievable dig on that play. Looks like it should be a point. St. John gets his hands up over there and blocks that ball down.
Seen a lot more of St. John blocking this year than in years past. Side out off of Stoklos. 4 serving 0. Game to 15. The winner gets Kirai and Stefas, who have really had to battle through this tournament. They have gone to overtime twice to win. Now from the right side, Eric Wurts. Got it! Right on the line. The ace to Eric Wurts. And right now they're tossing the shutout. We take the turn in Milwaukee. It is 5-0. Who took a 5th last week in Grand Haven. And we thank everybody from Grand Haven for their hospitality last week. And here, of course, great time in Milwaukee. There's Larry going back to return serve. Such good ball control right now for Wurts and Mear, not making mistakes.
The key to their game.
Nobody up! Nobody up, you heard the call.
No one! Come on, line! Over.
Randy, yes!
What a great rally.
Nothing like a good dig or two to get the crowd going.
That'll get them going. St. John gets the ball back here. Randy just unloads that one right through Larry's hands for the side out.
That's the one thing, of course, you miss from the volleyball now to the volleyball 15 years ago or so, when the block wasn't as prevalent. The great dig, so just the sensational defense that can really get a crowd going. Of course, a nice roof can get them going in the same in the same way.
That'll do. That was some great digging there by Larry Mear. We were mentioning earlier that it's hard for me to even believe that St. John and Randy haven't won in the last 14 events. It just doesn't seem right. So they'd love to get back to the winner's circle.
They don't have the aura with the rest of the teams that they used to. Still respect, don't get me wrong, but they don't have that unbeatable aura that they had in the mid-'80s.
Lost a little bit of their own confidence. Other teams are a lot more confident playing against them now.
And as St. John told us last week, hey, there's so many good teams right now.
Everybody's playing real well.
But then again, everything going the way of Karai and Stefan. Nothing is going wrong for them. Just ask Ricky Ludes and Mike Whitmarsh. They were this close. Off the block of Eric Wurts. It is 8-4 in the semifinal. There's a good look at Eric. Randy with the jumper. Wind, not really a factor. Eric, no, right down there, and Randy so close. The big body at the net, and it's 8-5.
Serving Eric Wurts here. He loves to turn those shots back down the line. Randy reads it, gets a little stuff block straight down.
So they're easing back. That's a tough serve. Mear on the net, and that's a net violation on Wurts. So instead of just trying to keep it in play, Larry Mear wanted to put Eric right on top, which means that the lead is only 2, and the crowd senses it.
That was a really, really tough serve by Randy Stoklos there. Made a tough pass by Eric. Larry tried to get him too tight to the net. Eric just jumped right into the net. There they go, converting on some of their scoring opportunities, got them back into the match here.
This has been their way to their wins, coming from behind, it seems, in just about every match or game that they have played during this tournament, they being Smith and Stoklos.
One of the better teams in the comeback that is ever. Whenever they're down, they never give up. If you're ahead against them, you've got to close out the match against these guys.
I guess if anybody would not benefit by this time clock, it would be Smith and Stoklos, because they were so good at, and still are so good at, coming back.
Very true.
You play by the rules, and the clock has really given us some great moments. Wurts, no! And that's a side out.
Eric read that shot real well, just couldn't get it up high enough in the air for Larry to set him.
Smith and Stoklos easily defeated Johnson and Frohoff to get to this point. Brent Frohoff ran out of gas. Wurts up, back at him. No. That's going to go to Smith and Stoklos on the point. And they are coming back. It's now 8 in our semifinal at Bradford. Welcome back, Bill McDonald, with the inimitable one, Roger Clark. This is the semifinal at Milwaukee. St. Smith, cut. Nobody home. 10-8. Larry Mear, Eric Wurts, if you're just joining us, ahead of Randy Stoklos, St. John Smith. Mear and Wurts forged into the lead early, and Smith and Stoklos battled back. Quick one. Did that catch the line? Yes,
that was it. Great
Great
shot. Eric Wurts' favorite shot right there, turning that hard spike back down the line. Hard, I emphasize.
As you mentioned before, one of the hardest out here. Yeah, it is hard to judge, isn't it, when everybody's hitting it so.
I can barely see that ball.
A lot of velocity.
What am I doing out there?
Only team where it's pancake time is Friedrichs and Clark.
Thank you.
Oh, you've been getting hammered by everybody this weekend.
You just won't let up.
In the tent, though, that's what I'm saying. That's in there! That's a point. And 11-8 as they edge ever closer. Up by 3 with less than 2 minutes to play.
Here's St. John. Tries that little cut shot. The quickest man around. Eric Wurts gets that ball up. Larry taps it over on 2 for the point.
The biggest mistake that Wurts and Mear could make right now is to start milking the clock. They've got to keep playing the way they've been playing.
Got to play.
St. John right down. That's a nice hit. A little roundhouse that time by St. John.
Swung at that ball, nice high cross-court hit. He's been going to that cut shot a lot today, decides to swing at the ball. I think that's probably what he's trying to do.
St. John 13 kills. And that total, of course, because they have been serving him a lot. Let's take a break. Be right back. 3-point lead for Wurts. We are back, cooling down at Bradford Beach. Temperature in the 80s. And we zoom on in to center court action. Randy Stoklos, St. John Smith in the lead by 1. Time running down. Larry Mear. Oh, got to climb the ladder for that one.
Great shot there by Larry. Been going to the cut shot most of the time. Now tries a little deep floater just out of St. John's reach. Great shot.
Now time for a big serve from Eric Wurts. Minute 18. Smith Stoklos lead. We're going to 15. Come on. Over on 2!
Point. Mear and Wurts.
Larry just dumps it home.
Here's Randy. I think Larry touches it on the block. Maybe touched it on the block. Eric, just another unbelievable dig. Larry shoots it over Randy out of his reach there for the point.
Of course, if he touched it, he had to go over. If he didn't,
it's a hell of a shot.
That's right. After Eric Wurts, you said, come on, E. You heard Larry Mear exhorting his partner on. That's all that Randy could do with it. You hear them calling for a net. St. John a little excitable right now, as they were towards the end of their game with Frohoff and Johnson. So the emotions riding high right now with Smith and Stoklos. They know they haven't been to that final in a while.
They want this final bad. It's 12 all, minute 6 left. This is crunch time. They're hot. They're ready to go.
They wanted a net right there from Larry Mear. Marvin Hall, Greg Krause, our referees.
St. John trying to put a little extra heat on that jump serve there. Just caught the top of the tape going over the net.
How do you play when you're mad?
You seem to want to hit the ball harder when you're mad.
Yep.
Sometimes that's not good. Other times it is.
Right.
We'll see how it goes.
Some can play right through it. In fact, it helps them. Others completely fall apart, fold like the suitcase. Tied at 12. Mear's got it again. He's going over on 2, or after the touch. Randy! So Randy looks and sees all kinds of open sand to the left, and he just pounds it right down with the kill.
Randy gets that ball back up, just cremates that ball. Bang, there you go.
As the defense was caught on the other side of the court, Randy says, okay.
We need it.
We got this. 12 all, under a minute to play.
Now they're looking at the clock.
Oh, and so are we. 54 seconds left. A pass. Oh, Magic with the nice cut.
Like we said earlier, that is his shot. That was just an incredible cut shot. No room for error on that one.
If we are tied when time expires, they flip for side and serve, and you go to a sudden death situation. But we are still 48 plus away from that. We're tied at 12. Eric Wurts. Randy. Is that out? It's out! Randy hits long. And with 43.6 left, Eric Wurts and Larry Mear lead by 1. We are back. The Miller Lite Milwaukee Open, smooth sailing for everybody as we have a great semifinal going from beauties to the beast. Bill McDonald,
here we are.
Roger Clark, here we are up on our perch. Great one going right now, and Larry Mear and Eric Wurts with a 1-point lead.
We'll see what happens. 43 seconds left in this match. It's going to be a tight one.
And we go back down to the action as they change sides. 13-12. Wurts and Mear. And this crowd just loving this action. Smith and Stoklos need the side out. Get that serve back. Eric Wurts.
Huge side out here. They need this side out.
If somehow that Wurts and Mear can get to 14-12, then you'll see them milking the clock like nobody's business. Randy. No!
Point, Wurts and Mear.
38-8.
Point up on the board.
But, more importantly, they're at game point at 14-12. So he'll go for it right here.
2 hitting errors by Randy.
And they go right back to Randy. A smart serve by Wurts. And, oh, he just finds it inside. So Randy going cross court again that time, but he finds it. 33-3. Now you're Smith and Stoklos. You got to be thinking, ace, quick, get it done.
Got to get it going now.
Down by 2, 33 1/3. They're spinning a record right now. Down by 2. See if Randy can come up with the block. No, he's backing off. And Larry Mear puts it right in between. So Randy faked the block.
You're going to see Larry and Eric here probably throw a couple of these serves up in the air. Maybe go with the sky ball. Try and run more time off the clock now.
You might see one here, or a floater.
Anything to just get the ball in the air longer.
Sky ball time. Boy, the clock started late, too. Boy, the clock really started late, but it's out and it's over. So forget about the clock. It's all over. Mear and Wurts have won it. Standing ovation. Larry Mear and Eric Wurts, they are in our final. We'll have it for you after this.